I am Nalge ma'am from Shri Shivaji Vidya Mandir, Aundh. Welcome to our biology class. Today we are going to learn that adrenal gland. You can see here, this is the diagram of a adrenal gland, and this adrenal gland is also called as a suprarenal gland. Basically, these glands have a dual origin. That means two origins. First origin is the mesoderm and second origin is the ectoderm. In a previous chapter in the gastrulation, we have seen these layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. From this, mesoderm and ectoderm are the layers which are origin of this particular adrenal gland. In previous lecture also, we have seen that every gland is located in our body at a particular location. Like that, this adrenal gland also have a particular location, and it is located into the upper side of a kidney. Basically, this gland is a very small, as well as it has a yellowish color, and it shows two parts. First is the cortex, and second is the medulla. These two parts are distinct parts. This cortex is the outer side and this medulla is the inner side. So it is also called as the outer cortex and it is also called as the inner medulla. I have already told that from the mesoderm and the ectoderm, this adrenal gland originated. From that, adrenal cortex is originated from mesoderm. Like other glands, adrenal cortex also secretes some hormones, and these hormones is called as a corticoids. And these corticoids has a various regions, and these regions divided into three layers. You can see in the diagram. So here you can see, here is the first layer called as a zona glomerulosa. Second is the zona fasciculata, and third is the zona reticularis. So these three layers are the region of adrenal cortex, and you can see there is a last layer called as a adrenal medulla, and this adrenal medulla is developed from the ectoderm. First we will see these three regions and after that we will see the adrenal medulla. So first is the zona glomerulosa. It secretes the mineralocorticoids hormone. It is a hormone and it regulates the mineral balance. That means it regulates the sodium and potassium ions concentration, as well as it also regulates the salt water balance, and blood pressure. Another hormone is the aldosterone. It has a main function that it is a salt retaining hormone. That means it regulates the salt balance. That's why it is also balance the sodium and potassium levels. Second reason is the zona fasciculata. Basically it is a glucocorticoids. That means gluco means our glucose. So that this region of adrenal cortex regulates the all metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, lipids. That's why our blood glucose level also get maintained or increased. It also helps in a synthesis of antibodies, as well as it is a immunosuppressive. That's why it is used in a treatment of allergy, as well as it is also maintains our immune system. So cortisol is called as a important glucocorticoid because it is helpful in our immune system and it regulates our all metabolism of our body. And last region is the zona reticularis. Basically it is a sex corticoids. Sex corticoids means it is a gonadocorticoids. So this present in both male and female. In male they develop and maintain external sex characters, and in female they act as a adrenal virilism and hirsutism, that is a excess hair on face. That means sometimes female also has some excess hairs on their faces at the area of a cheek or a upper lip side. It happens because of these excess sex corticoids. And in male also it causes gynecomastia, that is a enlargement of breast. Sometimes we observe males also has a somehow enlarged breast, and reason behind this there is a excess sex corticoids, and because of this excess sex corticoids these changes are occur. There are two hormones are produced by this adrenal cortex known as androgens and estradiols, and these both hormones are helpful in our reproductive system, that means development and maintenance of our reproductive parts. As the other glands, this gland also has some disorders. First is the hyposecretion. In the hyposecretion, suppose mineralocorticoids and glucocorticoids will responsible for Addison's disease. It decreases our blood sugar level, as well as it decreases our sodium and potassium concentration in plasma, as well as it increases the loss of water in our urine. In human, weight loss occurs, weakness occurs, vomiting, diarrhea occurs, and these all are the causes of Addison's disease. And another is the hypersecretion. This hypersecretion of glucocorticoids shows the Cushing's disease. And in this disease, blood sugar level increases as well as glucose get excreted in our urine, sodium level get increases in our blood, as well as our blood pressure get increases. It also causes obesity, that means it increases our weight, and as well as wasting of our limb muscles, and suddenly our muscles also get increases or it starting developing much more. All these causes is related to a Cushing's disease. So in the adrenal cortex there are two diseases. First is the Addison's disease and second is the Cushing's disease. Now you can see in the diagram, this is the last adrenal medulla. This adrenal medulla basically develops from the ectoderm. As I already told, there are two layers, mesoderm and ectoderm. From the mesoderm, adrenal cortex get developed, and from the ectoderm, adrenal medulla get developed. This adrenal medulla also secretes two hormones. First is the adrenaline hormone. It is also called as a epinephrine hormone. And second is the non-adrenaline hormone, and it is also called as a non-epinephrine hormone. First hormone called as a adrenaline hormone called as a emergency hormone. That means it is helpful in some emergency actions or activities like fighting, flighting, frighting. So it is called as a 3F hormone. 3F means first F is the fight, second F is the flight, and third F is the fright. Second hormone is the noradrenaline hormone, and this hormone maintains our blood pressure, so it is called as a vasoconstrictor. Hence, in adrenal medulla there are two hormones called as a adrenaline hormone and second is the noradrenaline hormone, and this both hormone has the various functions to maintain our body activity as well as to maintain our blood level or blood pressure level. So today we have learned the adrenal gland, and this adrenal gland is also called as a suprarenal gland, and this gland have a two regions. First is the adrenal cortex and second is the adrenal medulla, and this adrenal cortex get divided into three regions, and on the basis of these three regions there is a two disorders are also present related to this adrenal cortex. And next we have seen the adrenal medulla, and it is also have their hormone and their function. In our next lecture we will see the pancreas, gonads, and diffuse endocrine glands. Thank you.